Snow! Snow! To freeze. Hello. I want to do a quick room tour because I think this is the coolest apartment I've been in so far, except maybe the first one because of the view. Like if you forget about like the surrounding areas and you're just judging the apartments, this is tied because like they could have given me an apartment with a view because I am in old Montreal and so there are views to be had. But I didn't get one. Ooh, it's snowing. I'll show you around. So it's been snowing past couple nights. The reason why I hate this view is it's very public. So you've got this stuff and then you've got that stuff. Actually, it just occurred to me, if they'd flipped around the room design to have the TV over there and to have that over there, it may have worked better. But then you still have to deal with these neighbours. So it's kind of hard to deal with this particular room design, and that's kind of their fault. Here we have a wonderful little kitchen. Actually, this is one of the biggest, whatever these things are, oven cooktop things I've ever seen. It's quite huge. That's a quite reasonable sized dishwasher. Probably normal or a little bit smaller, and that's the biggest microwave I've ever seen. It's basically a commercial microwave, I would say. There's a coffee machine for coffee drinkers, there's a sink, fridge, cupboards. This is a pantry in here, so you can really like get your groove on in this apartment. And then through here, oh yes, the broken thermostat thing didn't come with a remote. I just cracked this window up the front here and that has kept the apartment nice and cool because it's got like kind of central heating. And so for me, that's kind of quite a warm environment to be sleeping in. I need like 18 degrees. Mirror. And then you have the bedroom and the dining room. So you've got very comfy bed and a very good dining table. I thought this is a pretty like groovy looking dining table, and the whole apartment is so groovy. Like it's very well designed and furnished and everything. I quite like it. And through here we have the wonderful bathroom. Got a whole tub that's pretty much a full-size tub, sink, mirror, and shower. So they have a separate tub and a separate shower. And that shower is like the biggest shower. Oh, and the most amazing and surprising feature is these, a laundry, a whole laundry in here. Washer, dryer. Yeah, I got some good use out of that. So yeah, that's my amazing apartment. It cost pretty much the same as anywhere else I've stayed. I think a little bit cheaper actually cheaper than New York. I think it's like 120 AUD per night here, which isn't cheap, but it's also in the center of town. And so I've been able to like get up and do things. It's way better than the last hotel that I stayed in, like in terms of where it's located. So yeah, now I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go to a cafe.
could feel it in my bones. There was something going on that shed a doubt hanging around. God, oh, 'cause darling, there was nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone.
I thought I'd record a little voiceover for this, my first ever voiceover, so you can be thrilled with that. It also gives you a break from this particular track, which I don't like, but is the best that I can find to kind of fit the mood. Yeah, I love this little clip of me visiting Tim Hortons in Montreal. It's like a very Canadian experience, even though Montreal isn't considered like the heartland of Canada, but Tim Hortons is like so iconically Canadian, and their hot chocolates are amazing. And I will always look forward to visiting Tim Hortons whenever I come to Canada. I was introduced to it by Chrome from Van City Van Life. I used to watch like his vlogs all the time. And yeah, Tim Hortons to me is Canada, and it's just when I walked out of whatever it was, the train station. Once I arrived in Montreal, I got myself to the train station to check that I knew where I was, and then when I walked out, I saw a Tim Hortons. I mean, I'd seen a couple on the way there, but I saw one which I could actually visit, and I was so happy. Like, I can't describe how happy I was to be back in Canada, but be back in Canada and in Tim Hortons at the same time, if you know what I mean. Be back. Yeah. Anyway. So this clip is actually from right after I arrived in Montreal the first time. So I actually came to Montreal for a few hours, and this is a little bit of that. Before I went to Quebec City, which I didn't really film much of. And then I came back to Montreal. And when I came back to Montreal, that's the rest of this vlog. But yeah, as you can see, I'm really thrilled to be there at this point in time. I'd just gotten off the plane and was back in Canada. Canada has a special place in my, I guess, heart, because when I was 18, I think, or 19 actually, I can't remember, in around Christmas time of 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022. My family came with another family to Whistler, which is right near Vancouver, and we stayed in Vancouver for several nights as well. And yeah, that's been my only experience of overseas travel since I was about 7, apart from a couple of carnival cruises around some islands in the Pacific Ocean, like Noumea. So it's really, Canada's really close to my heart for that reason, as basically being the only country I've been to as a functioning human. But also because, like, I just had such a good experience of Vancouver, and of like meeting Canadians and yeah, all that in general. So yeah. And Canadians, of course, are like the loveliest people. And even Montreal didn't disappoint in that aspect. Yeah, it's just a wonderful place, and I feel a special affinity with it, and I can't wait to go back.